In a story that reads like a manual on how not to police a community, the Antioch Police Department in California is facing widespread scrutiny after federal investigators uncovered years of racist, sexist and homophobic text messages exchanged among its officers. Now, in an attempt to salvage what's left of its reputation, the department has agreed to a 5-year reform plan with the US Department of Justice. The messages, sent between 2019 and 2022 on department-issued phones, were not just offensive, they were shocking. Officers casually used racist slurs, mocked LGBTQ+ individuals, and shared sexually explicit content. The messages were so inflammatory, they might as well have come with a disclaimer for mature and morally bankrupt audiences only. Despite this glaring misconduct, many of the officers involved remained on duty until the federal investigation forced the city to take action. For years, it seems, Antioch's police culture operated without meaningful oversight, until now. Under the agreement, Antioch PD will hire a consultant approved by the DOJ to help overhaul its policies. The consultant will review and update guidelines on non-discriminatory policing, use of force, hiring, promotions and discipline. In other words, they'll be rewriting the rulebook for a department that desperately needs a crash course in basic decency. Some of the key reforms include establishing non-discriminatory policing policies to ensure officers treat residents with respect rather than as fodder for hateful group chats. Updating use of force protocols to ensure officers understand that force should be a last resort, not the first option. Revamping hiring and promotion practices to prevent individuals with a penchant for racist memes from ever wearing a badge. City leaders have acknowledged the failures that allowed this behavior to persist. Mayor Lamar Thorpe said, "We must confront the failures of our past to build a better future." It's a strong statement, though critics note it's a bit late to be discovering the importance of accountability. Antioch, a city of 115,000, has seen dramatic demographic shifts over the last 3 decades, with its population becoming increasingly diverse. Residents have long called for a police force that reflects the community's values rather than the twisted humor of a hateful text thread. While these reforms mark a significant step forward, many are asking why it took a federal investigation to expose a culture so deeply entrenched in misconduct. The city has pledged to rebuild trust, but with the scandal fresh in the public's mind, it's clear that trust won't be handed back easily. It will have to be earned. The federal investigation into Antioch PD continues, and it's unclear whether additional disciplinary actions or even criminal charges will follow. For now, the department's agreement with the DOJ is a blueprint for change. The question is whether the leadership and officers will follow through, or if this will become yet another case of too little, too late. To stay up to date on the latest police corruption news, subscribe to Breaking Through News on the Newsbreak app or at breakingthrough.com.